What's up, You ever be taking a picture of like a really nice scene and then just like a random person or someone with you, they'll be like, what are you taking a photo of? It's like, bro, you don't see that? It's beautiful. Photography is a visual representation of how you see the world. Developing a style in photography is improving your ability to notice and take pictures that appeal to you, and then going home and editing those pictures in ways that appeal to you. It's a process. It's not just about buying like a new camera or a new software. Believe it or not, it's about developing your mental mind. This is like my first video about photography, so if you're new here, hello. My name is Mott. I'm a photographer and filmmaker from Hawaii. There's not really any photographers or anything on YouTube from Hawaii, not that I know of, at least. So hopefully this is something that takes off. There's too many birds out here, I keep getting distracted. I love them. So what is style in photography? What style is in anything? Basically just a way that you express yourself and that's identifiable with you. Photography is an ongoing process, so your style is always evolving. When it comes to style, you can still be original and have inspirations. If you take like a lot of things from a lot of different people and then make it your own, that constitutes originality, I believe, since you're not really straight up copying someone. You can have people that you're inspired by and look up to, but when it comes to your photography, your style won't come from them. Your style comes from within. Your style is something that develops through your experiences in life. As you go throughout life, you're seeing the world like as your own person, but inspirations and people that you study guide you in expressing yourself through photography. My style in particular, I'm inspired by like basketball and street photography. I kind of like am aiming to have like a combination of both. That's what looks cool to me, you know what I'm saying? All throughout life as a basketball player, you see all these iconic photos. You be scrolling on Amazon trying to find a poster that you like. Scrolling on Pinterest trying to find like a new wallpaper for my phone. And you're just like, I always see these like pretty legendary photos, so it kind of gave me like an idea of what I like as a photographer. I didn't even realize like the photographer's standpoint, or like I never saw it from their point of view until I got this book from my brother. It's like a Kobe Bryant book. I believe it's called the Kobe Bryant Mama Mentality. I could be wrong though. I'm gonna have B-roll playing with the cover and whatnot. When I got that book, that kind of changed everything for me as far as photography goes. I was like, damn, you could really be working with the best athletes of all time just by having a camera and like knowing what you're doing. It's pretty badass. So don't be surprised if you see your boy on the NBA TV. An inspiration I have in basketball photography would have to be Andrew Bernstein. If you read like the front pages of the Kobe Bryant book, you'll see where he shouts him out. He had the same photographer for 20 years. He was like the Lakers photographer, and the dude took some amazing photos, not gonna lie. Just documentary style. This is Kobe Bryant. This motherfucker's the GOAT, low key. My style really is just trying to make make the ordinary look extraordinary. Like, you don't have to give me a lot and I can still make some pretty good photos. And then street photography, that's another part of my bag. I feel like combining street photography with sports photography is what'll make me stand out, because street photography's compositions and stuff like way better than anything I've ever seen in the sports world. I got into street photography, or like started learning about street photography just because of YouTube. Like I fell down that YouTube rabbit hole of photography. Street photography POV videos would pop up a lot, so I'd watch those like all the time. Like Faizal Westcott, I'd watch a lot of his videos and it just like turned me up onto street photography. Like it's actually pretty baller, and it's like the most raw and natural photos could possibly be, that you're really just photographing like real life, documenting. Those street photography videos, it led me to do more digging, and so I would like actively try to find the best street photographers and like study their work, which is probably a little OD, you know what I'm saying? I don't think a lot of people really do that, but if you want to be good, you gotta put in the extra work, you know what I'm saying? Not only just, you don't even have to shoot every day, as long as you like put some effort in towards learning something about photography or learning about photography. Some of my favorite street photographers that I would find, Vivian Maier. She's like from Chicago, took some amazing street photos. I like her self-portraits. Through a window, she'll take a picture of herself. She'll set up some stuff like with some mirrors, take a seat, take a picture. Shit's fire. Even with the shadows around her, just being creative like that. I feel like that's something I've been trying to incorporate into my own. Webb, I like how he tries to fill the frame with every photo, so I've been trying to take techniques from that as well, trying to fill the frame as much as I can with whatever I can. And Webb is just really like, that shit is like, oh my god, that shit is legendary. Not gonna cap. Saul Leiter, he's another one of my inspirations just from like all the reflection shots that he gets. He just looks at the world a lot different than I ever thought of. And now I just try to think outside the box whenever it comes to just being out. I don't really go anywhere, but the places I do go. Saul Leiter really got me trying to do like, I don't know, not the ordinary. Like he's a master thinker. Gordon Parks, Faizal Westcott, Justin Mott. Like there's a lot of photographers that I've been looking up to these days just because of my research. But oh, and shout out to Tatiana Hopper too. I watch her YouTube videos a lot. That kind of inspired this video actually. There are like multiple videos on YouTube inspired this, but hers about finding your style as a photographer, probably the biggest motivation to make this. And I just wanted to make something that I like to make, so shit. I'm gonna show some of those photographers' work throughout this video. So Mott, don't forget, bro, post some of those NBA photos because there's some pretty top tier ones, like the one with Tim Duncan and Pop looking at each other. Just having depth in your photos like that, I just feel like that is so swaggy, bro. I'm gonna keep trying to do that. Like I like photos with like a foreground, midground, and background. I feel like every photo should have something like that in it. Just makes it more interesting. So if you ever see shit like that on my feed, bro, that's my swag, bro. You feel me? This is my first time filming outside, something like this. I keep looking around because I don't want people to like walk up on me. I can't help it. And these birds are flying around all crazy. The knowledge I've gained from studying these street photographers and like Andrew Bernstein with Kobe Bryant, it's pretty priceless. I feel like I've made years of progress in like the short amount of time that I've been doing this, which is only about like, when did I start? February? March? Right now it's November, so 8 months. I feel like I've been doing this for years just because of how much I've been like locking in. Like I don't watch TV, I don't play video games. Like it's just looking up videos on how to make better videos and photos like this. Like, you know what I'm saying? So this is really like my whole life for the past 8 months. And like when you set your mind to something like that for that much time and you're having fun with it, the progression naturally probably like skyrocketed myself like 3 years. Everything that I've been doing, like all of this searching for my own identity in photography, it just made me want to keep being a photographer. You know what I'm saying? Like it motivates me to go out and shoot. I feel like that's what you should be worried about more than finding a style. Just finding ways to actually want to do this shit. And then your style's gonna be evolving over time. So you really shouldn't even be worried about it, you know? Even though it's something that I'm worried about myself, I'm always trying to find like, damn, like how am I gonna find out what my style is so I could like get rich off of this shit? Not gonna lie. That's how I used to think, at least. Now, it's like, I have a job. I don't need the money right now. Like, you don't have to rush the process. Just do what you feel is right. Shoot what you like to shoot. Don't let money change you. You know what I'm saying? Oh my God. Yeah, that shit got right in my face. I'm not gonna lie. It scared me pretty bad. It would be nice to make money off of this shit though. Fuck. Because my job, it's not really my favorite cup of tea. It's like if I like ginseng, they're pouring me some black shit. But you know, pays the bills. But yeah, I just want to be a good photographer. And it doesn't really matter the genre, honestly. Like I'll shoot a wedding. I shot a wedding one time already recently. That doesn't really matter what I'm taking photos of. I want to be able to take a good photo wherever and with whoever, doing whatever I want. Instead of me trying to be better than everybody else, like how it was with basketball, like I just want to be the best photographer that I can be and support other photographers. Because like I genuinely enjoy looking at like other people's work, especially if it's good. Some tips to help finding your style that I'm like currently doing. I'd say shoot with one focal length, like find a good prime lens that you like. Like right now I'm shooting on a 50mm. That's what I usually shoot on. The only other lens I have is an 18 to 135 and I use that for mostly like videos. Stick to one lens, one focal length, and try to master that. I don't want to say I'm a master of the 50mm, but I definitely feel a lot more comfortable shooting with it. I kind of see everything in the 50mm. Like if I were to go and take some pictures just like over here, I kind of know how I would approach the scene if I had the 50mm on. So just like get familiar with that, develop through repetition. Another thing, when you're trying to find your style as a photographer, I feel like you should just like not shoot manual. When it comes to shooting manual, you're too worried about the settings of your camera and you're not actually worried about the shots that you could be getting around you. It takes so much time away from what you could be doing. Like for me, I shoot in either aperture priority or shutter priority depending on like what I want to be doing. You know, for the most part, it's just like much faster. You're not really fiddling too much with your settings. If you're buying a camera that's worth like thousands of dollars, especially like these new digital cameras that are coming out, like if you have one of those and you're still shooting manual, like bro, trust your gear. You spend all this money on a camera that you can't even trust to do two things for you. It's not very smart or efficient at all. I'm gonna try to come up with photography projects for myself to do just to stay busy and like continue to work on something, but I don't really have anything planned, so shit. And on top of YouTube videos, like I'm gonna try to have a mixture of things in there. Photography projects, that'll be pretty dope. Photography projects and YouTube videos about photography. I feel like I consume too much photography stuff though now. Like at this point, I consumed enough. I think it's time to just produce more than I consume. That's really what you gotta do, man. You just gotta go out there and do what you do, and your style will come too. Bars. Fuck everything and fuck what everybody else talking about, you feel me? Shit. If you like this video, go ahead and leave a like. I'm at 71 subscribers as of right now, so let's try to get that number up. Maybe like 100 by the next 3 videos. 100 subscribers. That's a good goal. So go ahead. If you fuck with your boy, thank you. If you would like to check out any of my work, mottwantspeace.com. I've been working pretty hard on that. That's also a work in progress. Like I'm always updating that, so if you check that out, I appreciate that. Let me know in the comments below what I should make videos about, possibly. I don't know, I have a few ideas cooking, but Mott Wants Peace on Instagram and Matai Peace on Instagram as well for the photography page. Okay, that's enough.